Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of Beyond the Block, the tutorial-based Let's Play series where I show you all the fundamentals of Minecraft while also having a whole lot of fun and making a great world with you guys along the way. I'm starting out today in our little crop field that we made last episode, and I'm just trying to accumulate a little bit of wheat to get our bread stores up so we have plenty of food. And then also I'm getting some extra seeds built up because this episode is all about animals. We're going to get in there and we're going to start breeding some animals. And the reason why I'm accumulating seeds is because we have one animal in particular, the chicken. Well, the Minecraft duck. So they look like a duck, let's be honest. So we're over here looking for some chickens, and the reason why we brought seeds is because chickens love seeds. And if we right click on one of these chickens over here, you'll notice that we get some heart particles. And that is a indicator that they are ready to go into love mode. So if we go over here quickly and get this guy to join our little fellowship here, we right click on him, and as long as both of them are in love mode, they will go ahead and create a baby chicken. So we've got our first youngling there, and we can continue to do this process, but you'll notice that you cannot continually spam this button. You cannot force them to breed continually that fast. There is a cooldown period where they need to take a little break there. So also, while holding the seeds in your hand, you'll notice that they will follow you. So you can lure them wherever you need to. And that is going to come in handy because not only are we going to be breeding chickens today, but we're also going to be making some housing for them. Today's episode is going to be about making a chicken coop, and we need to start getting some stores of chickens up so we can go ahead and get some meat accumulated as well. The bread is really nice, however, there is a hidden value in the game called saturation. Saturation is a hidden value inside of the game that is on every one of the items that you can eat. So every time we eat items such as the bread that we're holding on to there, it's going to take a certain amount of exertion or exercise in order for us to use up the hunger that we've got accumulated down there. Such as like we're doing now, we're chopping down these trees. Well, that's going to use up some of our hunger. Now you'll notice that if we go ahead and use the bread, of course it's going to fill that back up. Bread and other various items inside the game have a low saturation, which means that they will not keep you full as long as some other items. Some of your highest value of saturation products in the game are going to include things such as your meat products as well as golden carrots. So our goal is to get some chicken stored up so we can go ahead and have a larger saturation value so we don't get as hungry as often. And that will help with the regeneration of hearts as well, because as long as your fatigue or your hunger down there is all the way filled up, then you will slowly regenerate health. Now, the reason why I'm over here chopping down all these trees is because we're going to need some wood for our chicken coop. So I'm trying to get a few stores up here. And you'll notice I'm high up in the trees now. So leaves will not despawn in a certain radius around a wood log here. So as long as these logs remain, all of these bushes here, all these tree blocks will not continue to despawn until we've removed those blocks. And now that we have, you'll notice that we're starting to see some of them disappear. And of course, it's random, and it could be the one we're standing on. So, we just jump down there, get our blocks, and finish up here. All right, you'll see that we took that damage as well from the fall, and since our hunger bar was all the way full, we've regenerated that health. But now that's used up some of our hunger. So again, we're going to have to do that there. So, don't worry, friend. We've got a little home coming for you real soon. So we're going to go ahead and pick up a bunch of our saplings here, and I do like to replant the trees that I cut down just so we have a renewable resource of wood nearby until we do something larger like a wood farm or something like that. So let's replant a bunch of these saplings real quick and make it just look a little bit nicer around here. Yeah, those will all grow up, and provide us with a little bit more wood as well. So I think 48 logs is more than enough. Plus, we're going to get a few more saplings and stuff as those break down over time. See an apple over there. We might as well grab that as well, because that's some good food that we can eat right now. So back inside of our little cozy cottage here, you'll see that I've got a couple things organized and stored up now. So I'm trying to get a little bit more cleaned up, and I've got everything a little bit more categorized here. So now we can go ahead and take our wood and find a good location for us to start building our little chicken coop. And I kind of want to keep it close to this. We'll keep everything pretty compact around here. I don't want to build too much in the desert, but right on the outskirts here is okay with me. So I think maybe just in this location right here, we'll go ahead and get some of this grass pulled up, and then we'll go ahead and start building our little chicken coop. And I'll show you the design I think I have in mind. Okay, I'm just over here converting some of our logs into planks now. I don't think I'm going to turn all of them over there. Let's just do a stack for now, because I do want to use some of the actual logs itself as part of the build. So let's go ahead and make the corners of this thing. Now I know I want the center to be a 3 by 3 area, because I have a little plan for that area there. So on the outside of that 3 by 3 area, I'm going to go ahead and put some pillars. That way it kind of holds this build up a little bit. So let's put those there, and we're going to raise those up to, let's say 4 tall. I think 4 tall is going to be just fine. And we're going to go ahead and take some of our planks, and we're going to turn those into some stairs. So let's go ahead and do, let's say, yeah, I think 12 for right now is going to be plenty. Excuse me, sir, or madame, either one. So we're going to go ahead and take these, and we're going to put these in upside down here, here, all the way around, just so we have a little elevation to this thing right there. Yeah, perfect. All right, now we're actually going to go ahead and put one there, and we need to make, looks like maybe one more set. Perfect. Now that will come into the base where the chickens will be inside here. So you can kind of see the general idea of what I'm going through here. And now we're going to go ahead and put in some solid blocks, and I think, yeah, let's just go ahead and go with oak planks. We don't need to go with the birch. I was considering maybe the birch, but let's go just like that right there, guys. Now these center portions I want to keep out, because I want those to be little windows that our chickens can see out of. So let's go ahead and put that right there, just like that. We'll go ahead and put a solid block right there. So now all we need to do is go ahead and start putting on a little bit of a roof on there, and I'll show you where we're going to go from there. All right, so now onto the roof. We're going to go ahead and put it here, and we're just going to go right along, and we're going to put one out on either side here. And just crouch, and if you crouch to the end of the block there, you can go ahead and just really point your cursor right there at the end of the block, and we'll be able to poke out just a little bit on the side there. And we'll do the same thing on this side. And then we're going to crouch, get right to the edge, put it right there, and right there. Go up here real quick, and then again, we're going to put these on the back side of these this time. So we're going to point to the top of the block of that stair, place it here, and that's going to go ahead and place that stair upside down, which is going to give us a nice little effect on the outside there. Perfect. Now we have all 4 corners with the upside down stairs. We can go ahead and put another one here, here, right there, there, and then we're just going to fill in that gap. Look, he loves it already. They're already inside. He's getting the idea already. All right, now we're just going to come over here. Right above the row, we put our windows, and we're just going to put a little bit more detail here. Oops. Oh, see, and I ran out of... Uh-oh, it looks like we're going to go have to make a new axe. I think I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade it to an iron axe, since I think we have enough iron in here to go ahead and make that. We've got a few more pieces, right? Yeah, perfect. Just enough, actually. So, yeah, let's go ahead and throw on there, and we're going to upgrade that to our new iron axe. Awesome. And it's going to cut that wood real fast, too. That's looking good over here, guys. It's looking real good. We're going to do a few more details here in just a second. I'll show you what we're going to do here. Let me get my mess up down. There we go. Perfect. Throw those back in there. Be a little bit more careful. And now I want to go ahead and take Let's take a few more of these, plop them over there, and we're going to make a couple of oak half slabs as well. These half slabs are going to fill in that gap, just make that a little bit smoother as it goes up there. And we're going to put these on this side right here as well. Fill in the gaps a little bit. Perfect. All right, now let's seal up that roof just a little bit more. We're going to put an upside down stair there, just to kind of round out that nice roof a little bit. And we're going to go around the back side, do the same thing. Put one way up there. There we go. Perfect. And now we can go inside of here and we can fill in those little gaps just so those walls don't show through as well. Now I do have a plan for this bottom area here, but we don't have quite enough materials because it's going to take some more iron. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in the bottom area here with a few half slabs just to make it look a little bit more fleshed out. So let's throw those in there. We'll seal that back up. Perfect. And as a chicken, I'd be pretty happy about this right here, guys. So, all right, let's fill in the last little bit to make sure that our gaps are all sealed up there. Seal up that roof all the way with some half slabs too. And I tell you what, guys, I think that looks like a pretty darn good looking chicken coop to me if I've ever seen one. What do you think? Let's go over here and get a little bit of sleep so we don't get overrun by baddies. And then we're going to come up over there and finish up with just a few more little details. And then we can go ahead and start making a little yard for them to run around in as well. Because we don't want to cramp them up inside of that chicken coop. We're going to go ahead and put up a few fences as well. Give them a little bit of space to maneuver around in. Ooh, look at there. Look at all that wheat growing up. Now I'm going to go ahead and let it keep going for just a little longer until we finish up this project. And I'm just going to fully clear the whole thing. And I want to see how much we can get out of almost a full clear. I know we've got some that are just barely little sprouts at this point. But man, look at that thing grow. That is awesome. That is awesome. So let's go ahead and throw a couple trees over here too. I've got these saplings with me. And I figured I'd bring those over here and just add a little bit more character to this area as well. Okay, so we've got plenty of wood now. I'm going to go ahead and take a good chunk of those logs, convert those over to planks, and now we're going to go ahead and do a few sticks as well, because with those sticks we're going to go ahead and make some fencing. So I'm going to wait over here until the oak fence comes around. We're going to make a whole bunch of this stuff right here. We might end up just using all of those. Yeah, we will. So I'm going to start right from the edge here, and we're just going to head out right to the corner of that. I don't want to necessarily go off the dip there, but we are going to give it just a little bit of variation. Let's just go around a little bit, kind of hug this. Look how excited he is. I'm telling you, they're ready to go. They're ready to go. Now on this side, we're going to go ahead and cut it off pretty short. We're just going to have that as the majority of the yard there, and that way we can maybe have another project right here. We'll just have to see what comes in mind, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off right about there, just a few short. Maybe we can have a little path coming through here as well. And then I'll put that right up against the edge and we'll finish it there. Perfect. Now, of course, we don't want to have to chop our way out of here every single time that we want to go in and out, but we do have an option here with a fence gate. So we're going to make a fence gate and we're going to put that right there in place of that fence, and that is going to allow us to right click, open that up, and go in and out of here with ease. And that will actually prevent any monsters or any of our chickens from escaping, anything like that. So that's perfect, guys. We can't jump over that or anything. Now our chickens can go ahead and file in line in here, and it'll be absolutely fantastic. Now the problem we're going to run into right now is that we've got these openings, and the chickens can just go right out of there and just fly on out. So we need to fill that in with something, which we have a whole vast desert full of glass. Do you see it? No? Well, that's because we have to go over here and make it. So we have to dig up a little bit of this. Let's go ahead and use the rest of our stone shovel, get that thing used up. Perfect. And let's go ahead and get one more piece, because if you remember, coal smelts up 8. So we're going to go use one piece of coal and go over here and make some glass. We're going to throw this into our furnace at the top, grab our one piece of coal out, throw it into the furnace there, and that's going to go ahead and start smelting up our sand into glass. Awesome. All of our glass is done, and of course we did a cooking project in the furnace, so that's going to grant us a little bit of experience, and you'll see we unlocked a whole vast majority of recipes there. But the big one we're going to go for right now is the glass panes. So you're going to see if we put 6 glass blocks in here, that's going to yield us 16 glass panes. Now these glass panes are a little bit different than the glass blocks. If I set one of these down, and I'll just do it for demonstrative purposes, you're going to see that the glass block takes up the full section of this block, the entire block there. But if we put in a glass pane, it only puts in one small little section there. But if we put a block adjacent to it, it connects to that block. Again, we'll do it here, and it connects to that block. You can see the idea here. And instead of the block being completely taken up, you get this nice little recess in here that's really great for aesthetics. Now we're going to go ahead and break these, and it's going to break the block entirely, you'll see. There is a way around that, which we'll discuss in future episodes. You can get an enchantment on your items called Silk Touch that will allow you to go ahead and pick those blocks up without breaking them. But like I said, we're going to delve much more deep into enchantments and various things like that into future episodes. But for now, let's finish up this beautiful little chicken coop. So we're going to go inside of here, go into our little window section, place that in there, and that's going to give us a nice little recessed window. Awesome. That is going to look fantastic, guys. Look at there. Just what we needed. So now we can head in, and I want to get the last little touch here. We need to put in, let's see here. We need to get some oak planks. And then we need to make 2 more fence gates. So the reason why I'm making 2 more fence gates is because this is going to stop the chickens from exiting the chicken coop if we so wish. So this is just a safety measure in case we get our chickens killed or whatever happens out here. We can go ahead and secure a small portion of the chickens inside of here, and they will not be able to exit out of there. That's going to be fantastic. So, but for right now, we're going to leave that open. We're going to go catch a little nap, get the day nice and fresh, and then we're going to go ahead and start luring some of our friends in here, getting them to breed, and we need to do a little bit of lighting, and I think we're just about done with that chicken coop, guys. All right, fresh day. I've got a whole stack of seeds over here almost. Let's go find us some chickens. I see one here. You got a friend close by? There's another one over there. Now you'll notice you have to stay pretty close to these guys too. I think it's within maybe 8-10 blocks that you need to stay relatively close with these guys. So, oh, I didn't. Hello? They're just reproducing without us having to do anything. Maybe it's 40 blocks away. I misspoke. Sorry, guys. I don't even know where these 2 other ones came from, but that's wonderful, guys. Now we've got 4 hidden in there. We'll just keep these guys real close into the chicken coop farmlands. There we go. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and feed all these guys. Get them into love mode. They're going to reproduce some babies. We're going to get some experience out of that. And this is their new home, guys. Oh, you'll see that they occasionally spit out eggs as well. So what we can do with these eggs is we can actually throw them. I know that sounds terrible, but there's a small chance, there we go, that when you throw an egg, you'll actually get a baby chicken that'll spawn out of it. Now, we do have some cooking recipes that we could do with some eggs, but I want to get into that again in a future episode. Oh no, look guys, I forgot about the small area underneath. That's okay, look, we'll just get some seeds, we'll round them all back up, we'll put some fences underneath there, and I think everything will be just fine, guys. Not a big deal. There we go. Come on, everybody. Awesome, there we go. Now, in addition to also putting the adults into love mode, if you right click on a baby with the appropriate food, seeds for the chickens here, you go ahead and speed up their growth process. Sometimes if you click on them enough, you'll actually get them to just go ahead and turn into an adult right away, but I've noticed in my past experience that can take a considerable amount of food. So with my experience, I would say if you're going to try to feed them a little quicker, maybe do 10, 15, 20 at the very most clicks on each one of the babies if you have a really large amount of food stores saved up. And then past that, I don't think it's really worth it to just go ahead and keep clicking and clicking and clicking because they don't grow up quite that fast. Unless you're just in a huge rush, just be patient with it, guys. So let's go ahead and throw up a little bit of lighting in here, though. I'm going to go ahead and throw up a few torches here. We'll throw up a torch on either side of the gate there to indicate that's exactly where we need to enter at. And we'll throw one at that corner. Let's do one here, maybe there, there, and let's just do one right about there as well, guys. Yeah, perfect. I think that'll be fine. And I also want to do a few little fun aesthetic things. So, oh yes, we got that egg. We can go ahead and throw in, I want to put in a small little pond in here, a little trough for them to drink out of. And then I want to add a few of these bushes as well, like we did on our other project. So we can go ahead and put a few bushes here just to make those look a little bit overgrown. And we'll put it to where it kind of connects into that bush there. That way everything looks a little bit more uniform. Perfect. That's kind of bleeding over into that one there. We'll put a few bushes there. Around the back side as well. And we'll finally wrap up with a little bit more lighting around the back side just to make sure this side's all well lit as well. And I think we're completely done, guys. Now, I do have a renovation for this project relatively soon. I think it will be in the next couple episodes, but we first have to acquire a little bit more iron. So my thoughts are that we can go ahead and start storing up the eggs that are inside of the coop, and we'll utilize those to breed more chickens. But right now we have no way to collect these. So real soon, stay tuned for some renovations on the chicken coop here, where we're going to make this a little bit more efficient, where we can start accumulating our eggs and storing those up. I told you there a couple minutes ago that we're going to take this bad boy down, and we're going to do it. So let's see what we get out of this, guys. I'm just so curious as to see how much we get out of almost a full haul. And we definitely need it too, because until the chickens grow up, we're still relying on our bread stores, and the wheat goes by very, very quickly. Woo, look at all those seeds. Holy cow. Oh, we missed one, but that's okay. It was just a sprout anyway. So, let's see, guys. Let's see what we got here all together. And, ooh, almost a stack and a half of wheat. That is phenomenal. That is really, really good news, because holy cow, we needed it. But let's do a little bit of replanting, and then we're going to close out this episode, you guys. Alright, I'm going to put in this little bit of water here, and I'm also going to till up just a couple spots. I figured it's going to look kind of cool if we put in just a couple little wheat spots, like maybe the chickens have pooped a little bit and the seeds are kind of turning into wheat over here. So just natural stuff that's going to happen inside of the farmyard here, guys. I think that's a cool idea. So yeah, we'll put that there. We'll also quickly plant that there. Now you can go ahead and plant on soil that is not saturated, as I previously stated in the last episode, guys. These chickens are so happy. Let's feed them again, guys. So, but yeah, it will just not, if we once we break that one, it will not come back to farmland. So it's only good for that one-time cycle is all you're going to do there. Thank you guys so much for stopping by again, watching with me, hanging out. I really love the chicken coop that we built today. And I think our world is really coming together. And next episode, I've got some really cool stuff planned and a little bit of adventure mixed in there. So stick around, guys. It's going to get a whole lot more interesting. And we're just going to keep exploring and teaching along the way. And I hope we are going to continue to have a great time, guys. As always, if you like what you've seen, please drop a like, subscribe, share with all your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.